Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with a new reading. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers, and to the channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, these are two new decks to the channel. I have actually done a reading with them on the second channel, that Wild Spark, so feel free to go check that out as well. I was planning on doing a live stream on this channel with these two, and I will. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, so I figured we would do it this way. Okay, these are yes or no. So I'm going to ask you to think of a question, and we'll probably do three. But one question at a time. Think of a question, and we'll get an answer. These ones are double-sided. They have the normal and the reversed. I don't normally do reversed on this channel, but it goes well with this deck. So these two decks will probably, for the most part, when used, be used together. We'll see as we move forward how that goes. So, all that out of the way, go ahead and think of a yes or no question, something you've been thinking about, wondering about, liking some guidance or wondering about some guidance of, or what have you, right? And we'll go ahead and see. We're going to get one of these out with a yes or no. Ooh, that one flipped over and fell. And then this is yes, your eyes are fully open, seeing what's possible, okay? So yes, whatever your question was, the answer is yes. Now we're going to get one of these, which is going to give a little bit more information or clarity, or it might actually, I don't know, give a little bit of a challenge even. So let's see what comes through. What else needs to go with this? So whatever your, dang, we got two that popped out. Of course, they fell on the floor. So you have the Six of Coins upright and the Queen, excuse me, the High Priestess upright. So, okay, yes, your eyes are fully open, seeing what's possible. This may have to do with a child, as this is a childlike kind of image in the card. It may not. It may be kind of your inner child, however that resonates for you, okay? But you, as clarification, you do have the Six of Coins, giving and receiving, okay? Giving and receiving, generosity, balance, kindness, accept, equal, give and take, care, building, valued, quid pro quo. Okay, so for some of you, there is this energy of giving and taking. Should I, could I, would I, is this a good idea? And it's coming through as yes, okay, with the Six of Coins. But you also have the High Priestess, subconscious mind, bridge between worlds, divine feminine, sacred wisdom, inner knowing, diving deeply, illumination, higher self, mysteries, intuition, and calm. Now, not only did you get the yes, but both of these cards came out upright, okay? So it feels very much as if you already knew the answer was yes, but you were looking for a little bit of validation. You don't need outside validation is what's coming through. That inner validation is always more than enough, but sometimes that little nudge or that little kind of confirmation just makes us feel better, okay? So you are getting that confirmation. Your eyes are fully open, seeing what's possible. You will have that generosity. You have that value, that equal give and take, and it's okay to accept in whatever way this shows up for you. You have that inner knowledge, that sacred wisdom, okay? Use your intuition, stay calm about the situation. But yes, the answer is yes. This is going to be something that is plausible, beneficial, valuable, right, or invaluable to you, for you, and you are seeing the possibilities as they truly could be, okay? So there's no energy against, at least for that, unless you're feeling that way, okay? Because you know what's best for you, okay? First question, there we go. Let's go ahead and think of a second question. And we'll go ahead now. If you need to pause this, if you don't have a second question, do a separate questions, okay? Sometimes if we ask the same question all 3 times, which happens, sometimes we don't get what we want to hear. With the answers that come out aren't what we want to hear, and sometimes we think, oh, well, we'll ask it a different way, or we'll phrase it differently, or this or that. The question is still the question, okay? So what'll happen is you'll just keep getting similar answers. Obviously, this one probably isn't one that you would ask again, because probably this one is something that you would be like, yes, I'm excited about this answer, okay? But if it's an answer that comes through as a no, and this, or you know, the timing's not right, or it's the wrong direction, or it won't work out for you, remember that it's only in this moment, in this time, okay? That you have free will. You can make new choices, new decisions. It doesn't always need to be that way. But if you ask the same question over and over, you're always going to, or generally going to, be getting the same answers, and or sometimes the answers can get a little bit more loud and you might like it even less. Okay, so ask different questions. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. This is we're gonna actually put these back because we can only have one. Obviously, if we get an answer of a yes or and a no, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So we just need one. Thank you. Just like that. Perfect, beautiful, wonderful, amazing. And this one came out as a yes also. Unlock the potential. Keys are available. Okay. Yes, unlock the potential. Keys are available. The keys are always within you. You always have the resources. I know that sounds like sometimes we're like, that's not true, I really don't, and what have you, but you do if you just dig a little bit deeper, if you look in a new direction, if you look towards solutions to situations or problems, or what feels like a challenge, that is what you will tend to find. Okay, so the key is always within. Unlock that potential within yourself. The keys are available. And even in those moments when it feels like we don't have the potential or the key, you can research, look online, ask somebody, get some information, read a book, right? Go to the library maybe, or what have you. A lot of times we don't need to do that anymore because it's at our fingertips with our phones or with our computers, what have you. But there is the resources or the potential. The keys are always there. We just need to reach for them to unlock. Okay, let's get a little bit more information on this for you. So for some of you, keys may have to do with or pertain to a new business, a new car, a new house, something, right, that needs to have be unlocked or has a lock. For some of you, it may pertain to a love as well. Okay, now you have the 5 of Cups, overcoming despair. Now this is in reverse. Okay, oh my gosh, and look at this. I just want to show you that this says accept here, and this says accepting. Okay, so being open to accept and accepting either situations or receiving, right? Open to receiving. That is going to be kind of an overall arching theme. It feels like within this, we'll see, we have one more to do, but it feels like that is the accept or accepting is going to be something. Okay, now forgiveness, accepting change, ready to move on, healing, letting go. Now you see the ready to move on with the key feels very much like potentially moving over, but or moving into a new space, or having a new key to unlock something new. Okay, but this very much goes hand in hand. Overcoming despair. Yes, unlock the potential. The keys are available. You can do this. You can create a new beginning. You can move on. You can let go. You can heal, even in the midst of it, and or when we feel like that is not a possible thing. We have the greatest potential to. Okay, now I also want you to notice that these colors here are kind of browny goldy, and these colors here are kind of browny goldy as well. These are match. Okay, these are a match. So that 5 of Cups, that overcoming despair, and see, it's in reverse, right? That means you are over, or moving over, or healing, or for some of you, you've already crossed or moved over a hump, if that makes sense, towards this. So you are unlocking that potential. You have the key. The keys are available for you to forgive, for you to accept the change, for you to move on, for you to heal, for you to let go, for you to overcome. It's all within you. You can do that. And remember, we talked about that before this card even came out, that you always have the resources within you. So yes, for some of you, you're wondering, have I made any progress in overcoming the situation, this heartache, this despair? Have I, you know, have I moved the needle at all as far as healing goes? And the answer is yes. Sometimes we don't feel it while we're in process of it. And we feel like we're just moving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But every time we go forward, that little inch forward creates almost like a stitch towards that healing, if that makes sense. If you think about sewing a new stitch, it closes the gap that little bit more, right? And every time you move forward, that new stitch is created. Just because you move back a step or two, it doesn't mean it takes the stitches out. It's just that process kind of moving back and forth, almost like a dance. Okay, let's go ahead, think of a third question. Let's get that third answer for you here. I really do like these because I feel like they go pretty in depth. Now look at this one, came out this way. I don't know if you could see that or not because it was right on the edge, but this one came out sideways. So this feels very much like a maybe, no matter what is on the other side. Okay. And what is coming through with this here? This is the third one, so I'm going to move it here. What is coming through with this here is that you, again, we've talked about this already, you have free will. You can make choices, new decisions, and it feels very much coming through here. And all of the readings, the tarot readings that you watch, if you watch those, or oracle readings, no matter whose channel it is or what it is, the advice that you get, the advice that you give, no matter what kind of books you're reading, no matter what kind of channels you're watching, no matter what kind of information you're taking in, you always have free will. You always can make a new choice or a new decision. You always have that. So a maybe coming out, such as this, is just that big reminder, okay? It's a big reminder. It's almost as if Spirit's saying, Aquarius, avoid this huge mistake. Just because somebody says something, or just because something comes out, or just because you hear something that you don't want to hear, or maybe even don't agree with, or don't feel is right or true, it doesn't mean that it's set in stone, okay? You have free will. You can make a new choice, a new decision, okay? So these are amazing insight for you, but it doesn't mean that, and also it is insight for you for the moment, but it doesn't always mean that it's forever, okay? Just because these are coming through this way doesn't mean that there won't be something that happens or shows up, both positive or negative. And when we get into spaces where we might just take things as they are and then stay in that forever, we can create our own issues, and it does become kind of where we feel like it's a huge mistake. We shouldn't have listened to them or what have you. So avoid that, because you get to make the choices. You get to make new decisions. You have free will, okay? For some reason, that just needed to come out with this, okay? Now, this is sideways. So to one side, it says, yes, beauty and growth surround you. Cherish it. There is another childlike image here, okay? On the other side, it says, no, thorns present. Handle with care. This came out on either sideways, so as a maybe, basically, okay? So for some of you, yes, the beauty and growth surround you. Cherish it. For others of you, no, thorns present. Handle with care, okay? This could be within a relationship. There are flowers here. Obviously because of thorns with the roses, but then there is a child within an image of a flower, of flowers as well. This is this energy that you're going to know whether this is a yes or no. When you hear this, you're going to have that gut little ping or feeling where it's like, oh, this is a no for me. That's what's coming through. And for others of you, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, sigh of relief. This is a yes for me. Okay, so it's coming out as a maybe. And again, that's because you have free will. Let's see if we can get a little bit more information on what this may be about for this third question or answer. Ooh, what did we get? We got the Hermit. Self-absorbed. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that could be your inner child, knowing that you get to be a little self-absorbed. You get to be a little selfish from time to time. Okay, now this is reversed. Paralyzed by fear, antisocial, isolation, paranoia, restrict, forcefulness, powerlessness, loneliness, and folly. Okay, Spirit's indicating to look at the bottom of the deck. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so isn't that interesting? And you also have licking your wounds. Spirit said, yep, that's the other one, the Seven of Wands reversed. Okay, so you have the Hermit reversed, you have the Queen of Wands upright, and you have the Seven of Wands reversed, licking your wounds with this kind of maybe thing, and Spirit wanted the licking your wounds because of the thorns. So it goes together, okay? So for some of you, this is coming out as a no because of these two: conflict, avoidance, compromise, backing down, making amends, live to fight another day, lost cause, relent, okay? So for some of you, this is coming through as a no because, right, there's too much kind of going on here. Some of you are, there's a pain, there's a deep wound that you guys are attempting. For some of you, there is going to be a need for compromise and a need to get out of the ego and fear, okay, for this third question to come about. All right, and that's what's coming through here. Now, for those of you that are more on the yes side, again, this is a maybe. It's not a full yes or a full no, okay? But feel more on the, you've got this energy of yes, stylish trendsetter with the Queen of Wands, charming, confident, courageous, energetic, outgoing, visionary, strong, sexy, right? Beauty and growth surround you, cherish it. So it feels very much with this trendsetter that some of you may be asking as far as this question goes and or this yes goes, about kind of building or growing something. It could be as far as a fashion influencer. It could be as far as, coming into more of yourself, right? Some of you may have been hiding or staying away, but very much, right, you have this child. This could be an inner child energy, but I also do want you to notice that within these two, I'm going to flip this over, even though it's not, you have these two female energies coming through. So it could be kind of this divine feminine or feminine energy that is at question, okay? Because your other images here are a hand with a thorn, or with flowers and a thorn, and the eagles, okay? So for some of you, this yes is coming through with being in your divine feminine energy, or being in a feminine more sort of state, okay? Using that charm, using that confidence to really build and grow, right? Beauty and growth surround you, cherish it, okay? So there's that yes. For others of you, since how this is reversed, there is a mix, right? Fight another day, no, thorns present, handle with care. This is more, feels more as if a masculine energy, okay? So if you are in your masculine energy, it may be a little bit too overbearing within this third question and or answer, okay? That may be, it may be time to kind of soften around the edges and allow yourself to get out of your own head and worrying about yourself and get into an energy of being of service to others, okay? All right, that's what I have. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button right down below and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. Also, if you haven't checked out the members area, please do check that out. 3 different levels, lots of different perks. It is another way that you can support the channel. Also, the second channel, I've done one of these readings on that second channel as well, That Wild Spark. You can get there by putting the @ sign in front of That Wild Spark, or you can look down in the description box below. There's a link both to the second channel and to the members area, and or on the community tab. I tend to share when I do new readings on the second channel, so go ahead and go check that out. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.